Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. This lecture has been taken from the book written by Hazrat Maulana Muhammad Abdul Aziz Qazi Hafizahullah Ta'ala, the book named Beautiful Etiquettes of Islam. Islam is a complete guidebook of life teaching on how to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how to live in a society, how to deal with financial matters, how to go about business, etc. Indeed, Islam is the only religion that describes every little matter of a man from the crib to the grave. Through these lectures, we aim to invite other non-Muslims to learn about Islam, to learn its beauty, to learn how truly it has been revealed. Indeed, we are the creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the Creator knows best what etiquettes and what rules and regulations are best for it. Thus, one who performs as he is commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will find his life much easy and full of happiness and joy. One of the etiquettes that Islam teaches is how to maintain ties with our family and friends. The Holy Prophet ﷺ have informed us of many virtues about maintaining ties with friends and families. For example, maintaining ties increases your lifespan. When you have good ties with people around you, be it family or friends, then half of your worries are at the end. You will find them standing with you in your happiness and in your griefs. By maintaining ties, love blossoms in the family. Bonds are quite powerful between the members of the family, and they are always standing with you in the hard times and even in the good times. Maintaining ties with the family is actually an act of charity. If one family member is not being good to you and you are behaving quite properly with him, it's an act of charity. So, after the virtues of maintaining the ties, let us look at the etiquettes of maintaining family ties described by the Sharia. First and foremost purpose, or should I say aim of a believer, is to perform every good deed for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, to maintain ties with the family for the sake of Allah only is the actual act that the Sharia orders us to do. Because when a Muslim fulfills his duty for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, only then he is wary of every kind of reward from the people. Then he does not even consider the harsh, unjust reactions which are thrown towards him either, because he is maintaining these ties just for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not for the praises that he wishes to receive from others. Family members who are much closer are to be taken care first than the far ones. That is, relations that are much dearer ones are to be taken care first. For example, father's sister is to be taken care before mother's sister. By taking care, I mean by taking care of their needs. Similarly, mother's sister's needs should be considered first before a stepmother's sister, etc. and so on. In maintaining family ties, priority is given to those relatives who are pious than those who are not pious. The ones who are pious should be taken care of first and foremost before the ones who are not pious. Then the easy way to maintain ties is to make a list of your relatives and honor them according to your status. Invite them to lunch or dinner, exchange gifts with them. Taking extra care of relatives who are in difficulties, who are in need, is an act of charity described in the Sharia. And similarly, to patch up relatives who are fighting with each other or who are angry with each other is also an act of charity. And when you decide to gift a family member, the best gift that you can give to someone is a religious correctional book, through which a relative or a family member can guide him or herself on the right path. Do not expect something in return when being good to relatives. Expectations usually are trampled down. Expectations are not fulfilled. So never expect anything in return when you are being good to relatives. Rather expect to be rewarded in the hereafter by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever good deed you are doing for them. And try to meet those who do not wish to meet you, because it's not a big deal to be good to those who are in good lieu with you, but to have ties with those who do not wish to maintain ties with you is what really counts in Sharia, as the Holy Prophet ﷺ has also advised us. If relatives are being bad with you, then be good to them. Reacting in the same way as they did does not solve the problem. In fact, it increases the arguments and eventually break the bonds. And the Sharia has commanded us to avoid breaking bonds with our relatives or family members. It is not allowed to be angry with someone for more than 3 days. If 3 days have passed and you have not spoken to your family member or your relative, then you are considered as sinning in that matter. So, my dear brothers and sisters, I hope you are learning a lot from these lectures that we are posting, as these are the etiquettes described by Sharia, and I hope that you will share these lectures with your friends and family and loved ones so that they may learn as well. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.